Hello everyone, and welcome to your readings for, this is really the 10th through the 22nd. Now I want to apologize. I am in the UK, I'm in London right now, but I was in Nottingham, and I wasn't in a place where it was conducive for me to do these readings, I'm afraid. I did do Capricorn, so I might put that up as well, but I intend to do them all today while I'm here in London, and hopefully get them uploaded. Wouldn't that be lovely? So let's see how it goes. So I'm sorry about that. I'm Mary Trimble with Live in the Solution, and I just want to talk a little bit about astrology. Now I will put in the description box below, I will put the time frame that if you're checking out your sun, moon and rising, because these are for your sun, moon and rising, so if you're checking out more than one video, there will be a number for which you can escape and, you know, fast forward to. I will put that in the description box. There'll also be links to the other videos in the description box. And that's it. If you would like a personal reading or hypnosis session, you may check out my website at liveinthesolution.com or email me, mary@liveinthesolution.com, and we can set up a personal reading for you. Okay, so now on the 2nd of January, which is obviously already passed, Uranus went direct, and now we have all the planets going direct until March the 9th. That's highly unusual, and that is for over 2 months. We've got everything going direct. This is a perfect time for action, to start something new, to make an intention. Now on the 16th of January or the 17th, depending on where you are in the world. Here in the UK it's the 17th, in America it's the 16th. We have a new moon in Capricorn. Now during that time we have 6 planets in Capricorn, right? Capricorn is a cardinal sign, right? And cardinal signs are where it's a spark of energy. It's where things start. You know, it's wonderful inspiration and a time of action. Now, so we have the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Saturn and Pluto all in Capricorn. And we also have Uranus and Eris in Aries, which is also another cardinal sign. So this is a powerful time to move forward, and definitely an important time to meditate, because you'll get downloads of information, and set your intention on this new moon. Who am I? Where do I want to be? What do I want to do? And because all this is, we have this also beautiful grand water trine going on. So it's earth and water. It's this beautiful energy. So there's some opposing forces going on, yes. But I think it's almost like a balance. It will balance things out. Definitely plan for your future, and optimistically. This is a time where you can really put a plan of action together. So without further ado, this will be the intro for, oh, and listen, thank you so much for all your likes, comments and shares. It really, really means a lot to me. Thank you. I do this for you, and I'm very happy to do this. So without further ado, let's go to your readings. Thank you. Hello Leo, and welcome to your reading for December the 10th through December the 22nd. I'm going to go to your, this is general reading information. For a personal reading will be below, before or after this video. Now, Leo, I meditated and this is the download I got for you. A big resounding yes, love, happiness and contentedness. Don't get complacent, but be in the moment and enjoy this wonderful time, and plan your next move in your career. That's interesting. Okay, well, your first card that came up is the 3 of coins. When this comes up, it's about being an expert in your field. This is, look at how studious he is. He's really in the moment, really in his element, totally focused on the task at hand. So, you know, when this comes in, I always think about focus, right? I always think about sharp focus and learning. You know, it's about being an expert in your field. Now, here we have the 4 of Earth, and I'm getting, it's building a strong foundation. So it is about, you know, listen, this is about giving the time and energy, putting the time and energy into your career that it deserves. It's about really working and focusing on it. Don't be complacent. Keep the, look, you might be really happy right now. You might be really in love. Things are just feeling great. But this is reminding you not to take the eye off the ball. You know, keep the focus at work, because, you know, things can change very quickly. I'm not saying it's going to change, but I'm just saying you are being asked to focus because you need, this is a really strong foundation that's in place, but you have to give it the time and energy that it deserves. And here we go. Temperance is the next card. And the mantra for this card is everything in moderation. Don't overspend. Don't over indulge. Don't drink too much. Don't eat too much. When this card comes up, there's a tendency to overdo something, to take you out of the moment. So I really am getting being in the moment and temperance, because, you know, sometimes we get carried away on a wave of euphoria. We're so happy at home, we're happy at work, we're happy with our loved ones, and this is, so sometimes we can like overdo things, you know, spend too much time at home, not going to work, not, you know, focus. And interestingly enough, to clarify, that is the 5 of air. When the 5 of air comes in, this is like really understanding your limitations. And I really am getting, this is an intellect card. This is about, you know, it's also an action card. This is about, it's interesting because it looks very different here, but this is very knowing your limitations. This is admitting that you're wrong sometimes, or letting go of the battle. Don't fight the battle. Look, I really am getting, I'm getting that you have to, everything in moderation. And this is about choosing your battles, actually. Choose your battles wisely. Don't get involved with something that you can avoid getting involved with. Now, having said that, we've also got another 5. 5 can mean turmoil and chaos. You have 2 5s, but I'm not getting turmoil and chaos. This, I'm getting choose your battles, right, wisely. And this is a battle that you need to kind of get into, but it's, you can't, not in a battle mode, right? So this is about, this is like little bickering at work, people talking about one, it could be if you're managing, it could be an issue between some workers, this could be somebody who's talked about you and you found out, you know, this is something that needs to be addressed, right? It's not something, when this comes up, it's not saying sweep it under the carpet, pretend it's not there, because if you do so, it can have the potential to blow up, right, and get much bigger than it needs to be. This is about handling it diplomatically. You know, you say if somebody's been talking about you at work, of course, depending on who it is, if it's your boss, you know, you've got to be careful, but you can say, is there any way I can improve? You know, you can, this sometimes is, I don't want to say striking the first blow, because it's not, but it's disarming the person, disarming them before it turns into a battle. This can be going in and heading, dealing with it head on. But in a very creative and diplomatic way, so it doesn't come to blows, so it doesn't become a fight. So definitely this is about choosing your battles wisely. And look, you're going to come out on top when you do that. You've got to address it. Something's going on in the background that you have to address. You might not feel like it, but you will. And you've got the Queen of Earth. This is a, you know, an abundant, look, things are going to work out for you really, really well if you handle it, Leo. So, you know, sometimes it's so much easier to say, oh, I'll deal with that. No. Sit down, talk to the person, be a counselor, be, you know, be humble. And put the higher good of everyone first. Don't worry. Listen, there is strength in admitting that you need to grow, or there's an area that, you know, sometimes when these things are said, there's kind of little air of truth in it, isn't there? So maybe it's something we need to look at. Can we improve? Is there anything that we can improve? If it's a boss and you've heard some negative things, you can go into them and nip it in the bud and just say, listen, you know, is there an area in which you think I can improve? I really want to do well here. You know, it's that kind of thing. If somebody's talking about you and it's gossip, you know, say, listen, I've heard that you've been gossiping. Is there something you would like to say to me? Very non-confrontational. Not like, oh, listen, do you have something to say to me? You know, it's all in the tone, right? The tone that you say something and how you approach people, as to whether you disarm them or you arm them. Anyway, Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
For a personal reading, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.